What is up, YouTube? Keith Mitchell here, and last night we got to see some pretty amazing games during the 2020 The Game Awards show. Now, I know the show ran very long. I know for a fact I kept looking at my watch going, wow, this shit is not over yet. It needs to be over. And yeah, it ran way too long, but again, cool stuff was announced during the show. Some of my favorite was the Callisto Project, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So, for those who don't know me, you've heard me talk about Dark Souls and Demon Souls and games from Software. Those are my jam. I love them. I'll play them until I die. But I'm also equally fans of the studio that was known as Visceral Games. They were the studio that brought us the Dead Space games, Dead Space 1, 2, and yes, even 3, even though 3 was not my favorite. It was an iconic space horror survival game, and it was amazing. It was pretty much what you got if you took Resident Evil, put them in space, made an entire sci-fi thing, introduced aliens called Xenomorphs, and just went to town. It had some of the best narrative I've ever seen in a game. Action was some of the best. The gameplay, the mechanics, it was so damn good. It was revolutionary. It was literally revolutionary. So this is why I'm excited for the Callisto project, or the Callisto Protocol. I keep saying project, it's Callisto Protocol. So a little bit of context here. So I heard about this game a couple months ago, and from what I was understanding, it was going to be a game based in the PUBG world. And I'm not a big fan of PUBG. So when I heard that, I was like, this is probably not going to be something that I'm going to care about. So I ignored it. And there wasn't really a lot of information regarding the game. Okay, fine. So then last night we found out more about the game, and I'm just bringing up some context here, so I'm gonna keep talking. Heard about the game again, and we actually got a trailer, which I'm gonna show in a little bit. And it was like, wow, this is not what I thought this game was going to be, and for a good reason. What I didn't know is the gentleman who headed up the studio was also the director / co-director of Dead Space 1. And I'm like, wait, that man is the man responsible for one of my favorite games of all freaking time, Glenn Schofield. And his entire objective right now with the Callisto Protocol is to make a game that is equally scary as Dead Space and just as fantastic. The name of the studio is called Striking Distance Studios. And again, the game is still, as I understand, based in the PUBG universe, but this is supposed to be like 300 years after PUBG, and I may be wrong, but that's what I'm understanding. And it couldn't be any further away from PUBG. PUBG is a battle royale game where you shoot people and you become the #1 winner chicken dinner. I don't know whatever else it's about. I don't play the game anymore. I stopped caring about the game. Battle royales are not my jam. I like single player, multi-immersive narrative experiences. I don't play games online. Yeah, I'll play those. I'm not averse to playing those games, but single player games are more of my jam. And I've said jam 3 times now 4 times. I need to stop saying that. Anyway, let me go ahead and roll this trailer, and then we'll keep talking about this. But I want you to understand why I'm so excited about this game. This trailer, if I didn't know any different, if I didn't know what it was, if I didn't know that Glenn was working on this game, if I didn't know Visceral Studios was out of work, if they were defunct by EA, another great studio that EA has destroyed, I would have thought that this was another Dead Space or some kind of expansion for Dead Space or something Dead Space. That's how this game is vibing to me. I got so many different feels, so many different cues from Dead Space and just this 2-minute trailer that we seen last night on the Game Awards show. So I'm gonna stop now. I don't want you to watch this, and then we'll come back and talk about that game.
Attention. All personnel report to the main CDB block. Get up. See this? Something ain't right.
Please remain calm. There is nothing to fear.
This is Black Iron to transport ship Charon. You are cleared for landing.
All right, we're back. That was some pretty amazing stuff, wasn't it? With the alien and the narrative and the pretty much what the hell was going on type of situation. That's a lot of what came from Dead Space. And I'm imagining that Glenn really wants to bring back the essence that made Dead Space went into such phenomenal games. I mean, yes, there was a third game, but again, if you looked up articles over at the Outerhaven, and if you ever see me talking about it on Twitter, Dead Space 3, they ruined that game. They made it a buddy game. They tried to make that game more of a Gears of War game, and it just didn't work. For me, it didn't work. They had microtransactions and weapon plans and the co-op thing, and I was like, nah, I can't have it. But I will admit, it did have a great story, and towards the end of that series, it started coming together. But then there was supposed to be a new expansion, and the game didn't sell well, and EA just said, no, we're done. It was great. Pretty much, they saved the day. They were heading back to Earth. They saw the Xenomorphs heading to Earth. They were going to try and stop them from blowing up or doing whatever they were going to do to the Earth. And then, game over. We're done. It didn't sell well. Screw it. Shut it down, folks. Visual games, you're fired. That's what EA does, and that is why I will always hate EA. Even though I'll love some of the games that comes out of the EA studios, I will hate them to this day for killing such an amazing studio. But we're not going to talk about that now because I'll get frustrated and we'll be here all day. Let's get back to Callisto Protocol. All right, so the Callisto Protocol is a single-player, third-person survival horror game with supposedly a great narrative. Sound familiar? Those who played Dead Space will know that this is exactly what Dead Space gave us. That's just why I'm looking forward to this so darn much. And again, I'm just reading some more information. Yes, the game is set on Jupiter's moon called Callisto in the year 2320. PUBG is on Earth, so they may be in the same universe if that still is a thing, but they're not going to be connected. This game comes out in 2022, so we'll be waiting a while, which means we're going to have a lot of updates and information regarding this game all throughout 2021. I'd imagine this is going to be great for fans of this game, fans of Dead Space, and I happen to be both. So you're going to get a lot of information. You're going to get a lot of me talking about this game all throughout 2021. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I'm very excited. You know how some people were super excited about Cyberpunk 2077? You know how some people are very excited about Elden Ring? Like I am. I'm still excited about that game. I am really hyped about this, despite just a little bit of information that we got about this game. Because again, I'm a big fan of Dead Space. But getting back to it, gentleman working this game, Glenn Schofield, indicated that this game is going to be for PC and also console, which we already seen during the trailer. I don't think the trailer did say what console is coming to, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't mentioned anything. But it is definitely coming to console. And I imagine it's coming out 2022. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One will have long been retired by then. I would imagine that they will be. So Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5, and possibly whatever new console comes out around that time. Perhaps maybe a brand new Nintendo system, maybe the Switch Pro, who knows? But it's coming out for PC, and I am a primarily PC gamer, not to hate the consoles. I had them all, played them all, love them all, but the PC is and will always be the place that I play my games first, unless it's not on the PC, obviously. But the fact that we're getting a brand new survival horror game in the same vein as Dead Space really has me excited. And I've already mentioned why I love Dead Space so much, but again, it's sci-fi, which means there's nothing that you can't do. It's completely over the top. Dead Space featured some of the best art you've ever seen. Sci-fi, massive ships. I believe they were called the Planet Crackers. Amazing stuff. The Xenomorphs were amazing, and there weren't just one or two or three. There was a whole crap ton of different varieties of the Xenomorphs. The entire environment, the story, it was like, if you liked games with a very immersive environment, awesome settings, lovable characters. I loved Isaac Clarke. Loved him. He was the silent protagonist, just like Doom Guy or, excuse me, what is the dude name from Half-Life? Gordon Freeman. It's been so long, right? He's one of those guys, but eventually he gets his own voice, he gets his own personality, he becomes more likable, you start caring about him, you start understanding what he's going through, and you connect with him on such a personal level, because that's how great those games were. The storytelling was top notch. I could go on and on talking about how much I really enjoyed Dead Space, but you can see that I'm generally excited about this game. So the Callisto Protocol, I cannot wait for more information. Striking Distance Games or Striking Distance Studios, I will be in touch. I will talk about this game until what day I die. I'm super excited for this game. Again, you might be excited for Cyberpunk, and I am. I'm wearing this stuff. I bought this stuff. This wasn't sent to me. I bought this stuff. But I'm really excited for this game, and you should be too. It's Resident Evil in space with guns and sci-fi and fantasy and cool stuff. And I'm gonna go back and watch that trailer a couple more times because we got a long wait until 2022. I apologize if it seems like I'm ranting, but I'm very excited about this, and you should be too if you like great narrative sci-fi action games. I think we're in for a great time, even if it means we're in for a very long wait. If you enjoyed this kind of content here from the Outerhaven, if you like people that are passionate about gaming and geek stuff, talking about that stuff to you, fellow geeks, fellow nerds, fellow fans, let us know. And as always, if you like the video, like. If you don't like it, thumbs down. But I hope you do like it. Hit the subscription button and hit that notification bell to know when new content from us is released. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you back soon. Go watch that trailer again. It was great, man. Seriously, go watch it.